This is the walkthrough of Code.org Course C, the 2020 version. We're going to be taking a look at programming with Angry Birds. So we're going to start with this video that will explain what to do. You definitely want to make sure you watch this intro video to see how the codes run, and you can watch it as many times as you need. When you're done, Code uses yellow buttons to move you on to the next lesson. So it says for this puzzle to drag all of the blocks together and click Run to watch it go. Okay, I will do that. It says to drag all of the blocks together, so I'm going to put that one on and that one. I have to connect those little notches there. I've used 3 out of 3 blocks. When I press Run, the bird should move forward 2 times. So let's go ahead and press Run. And he did a great job. Again, we're going to press the yellow button to continue. This time, the instructions tell me to drag an extra move forward block out of the toolbox to finish the code. So you always want to make sure you look at these directions so you know what to do. And if you can't read it, they have play buttons that will read it to you. All right, so I'm going to connect these. If I were to run it now, the bird would move forward 2 times, which isn't enough. That's why the directions told me to bring an extra move forward. So I'm going to grab this one and bring it on. Now I've used my 4 out of 4 blocks, and I can run it. Let's go to the next level. Okay, this time it says there is 1 extra block that is going to cause the bird to crash. Throw it away by unhooking it from the gray blocks and dragging it back to the toolbox. So you can see that there are 6 blocks here and 5 are allowed. So there are too many blocks. I'm going to give you a little hint on this one. You can't get rid of gray blocks. If I try to grab a gray block and get rid of it, nothing's going to happen. It's going to stay. So the one I want to unhook is this blue one here. And that makes sense because if I go forward 2 times, the first time will put me here, and the second time the bird will bump his head off of this cement block here. Let's take a look at that. Oh, he bumped his head. All right, so I'm going to reset it, and I need to try again by removing that blue block. So I'm going to drag the gray ones down, get rid of the blue, bring the gray back up, and now run it. All right, so let's continue to number 5 of lesson 4. This one says, trace the path to lead me to the silly pig. Avoid TNT or feathers will fly. So I need to be careful that I don't crash into that TNT or I'm going to blow my birdie up. All right, so the bird is going to move forward first, and that's going to put him in this spot. If I move forward again, he's going to land on the TNT, so I don't want to do that. I need to make him turn so he faces this direction. I believe that is a turn right. I'm going to have him move forward again. He needs to turn again. I'm going to make a mistake this time. I'm going to put the wrong turn on there, and then the last step would be a move forward. So I've used my 6 out of 6 blocks. I do have a mistake. Let me show you. So he moves forward, turns right, moves forward, turns right, and when he moves forward again, he bounces off the ice, which doesn't work. I'm going to flip this right to a left. I could have dragged it back into the toolbox and changed it, but I thought it was easiest to do it this way. This lets me know that the code has changed, so I can reset it and run it again. And it worked great. Okay, yellow button to continue. Okay, again, I need to follow the path. So I'm going to move forward. Sometimes it's helpful to do part of the code and run it to see where he ends up and then do some more. So let's say that I think he moves forward 3 times. Let's run that part. obviously that was too much. So I need him to turn left first before he moves forward. Let's try that part. And there he gets the pig. Okay, continuing again. Okay, this time there's an obstacle in his path, so he's going to have to turn to get around it. I could turn left and have him go up and around, turn right and have him go down and around. Either way is going to take the same number of steps, so it doesn't really matter. I think I'll have him turn right, and then he's going to move forward, turn left, and move forward. All right. As I said with the last one, sometimes it's helpful to run part of your code to see where he ends up and then finish your code. So I know I'm not done. Let's see where this part takes me. See if I'm right so far. Forward, forward. So far so good. So I want him to move forward again, turn left, and end with a forward. Okay, you may have noticed this pink repeat block. We haven't actually learned loops and repeats yet. We'll be learning them later. If you remember how to do it from kindergarten and first grade lessons, that's perfectly fine. But you can see that it allows me all 9 blocks here that I do not have to use a repeat. All right. That completes what you have to do for your assignment, but I really hope that you'll go ahead and finish the Angry Birds lessons. So yellow buttons always put us in. This one is a challenge, and it's not super hard. So this code has a lot of bugs. That means mistakes. You'll need to remove some blocks and add others. So you can see that what they gave uses 13 out of 13 blocks, but the code is not correct. Gray blocks we cannot get rid of, blue blocks we can. I'm going to use the step button so that I can figure out where the bugs are. So when I press step, it does the first step of it. If I press step again, it'll do the next step. So far so good. Press step again, still looking good. Step again, that looks good. Step again. This one was the problem. It made the bird blow up, so I should not have moved forward there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this off so that I can get rid of that move forward. I'm going to put these on, and I'm going to run it again through those steps. So it went back to the beginning. It's running those steps. Okay, so that looks better. The left was good. Forward's good. Right is good. Forward's good. Uh-oh, I see where the last problem is going to be. If he moves forward again, he's going to hit this cement wall. So he actually is going to need to turn right before that. I'm going to go ahead and step that. Yep, he's got a problem. So I'm going to put a turn right in there. And now I believe that it's correct, so I'm going to reset it, and I'm just going to run the whole thing. There we go. Okay, continue. Number 9 of lesson 4 is again just getting the pig to, getting the bird to the pig. So let's see if we can do the code. I'm going to have him move forward and then turn right. So I'm visualizing that it's going to put him here and it's going to be facing him up. So then I see 1, 2, 3, 4 times he needs to move up. Again, if you know how to use that repeat, you're welcome to use it if you remember that from kindergarten and first grade, but we have not learned it yet for this course, so I'm not going to use it yet. Okay, after he ends up here, I want him to turn right and then move forward again. Okay, I have used my 9 out of 9 blocks. I'm going to run it and see if I did it right. And I did. All right, 2 left. We're moving on to lesson 4, stage 10. And this one's a multiple choice. It says read through the code. What will happen when you click run? So I have 4 choices. I'm going to read this code and see if I can figure it out. So I see a turn left, which will face him down. A turn left again, which will face him this way. Forward's going to move him right here. Turn left is going to make him face up. Forward 1, 2, 3 times. Yeah, he's going to get to the pig. So I'm going to select B, and then it will let me run it to see if I'm right. So left, left, forward, left, and 3 forward. Yep, I was correct. All right, we're going to continue that. And here we are at the last stage. It says that you can get the bird to the pig any way you want. So I'm going to start 1, 2, 3 forwards. And then I want to turn right. 1, 2, 3, turn right. And then to get to the pig, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 down. So that's moving forward again 3 times. When I had that right turn, it moved me in the direction, I'm sorry, it turned me in the direction of facing down. All right, so that ends me here, which means I need to turn left, and then 1, 2, 3 times. Turn left, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's run it and see if I did a good code. I did. Okay, if we press continue this time, it will say that you have completed the course. You have not actually completed your course yet. You've just completed the first activities. And we're going to be adding more and more activities to this as we do code in other weeks. So let's hold off and not do the certificate yet until we actually complete everything. You can go back to your dashboard if you'd like. If you completed everything and you really enjoy code and you can't wait until we do our next lessons, you can go into other courses and do other lessons if you'd like. You can find a course and play with that in your courses up here. And then next time when I add our new lessons, you'll continue it in your classroom section. Projects are a lot of fun too.